Okay, welcome everybody. This is our Grit and Grace Tribe team sneak peek. We are glad you guys are here. My name is Joy Harrington, and this is my business partner and co-founder, Ashley Gibson. She lives in sunny Arizona. I'm in Denver, Colorado. And this is a peek into our Beachbody business, how we make an income, what do we do as coaches, all those questions that people generally have when they're checking this business out. So I'm going to pull up some slides to show with you guys, and we're going to dive right in. So this is our team. I'm going to try to make this screen bigger. Grit and Grace Tribe. This was us last year at our annual conference called Summit. Yes, my hair was blue. But hey, we had a redhead there too. I was the only one with crazy hair. This is in Indianapolis, and we will be going back to Indianapolis this summer. Woo, these slides are going fast for our next summit. All right. Ashley, do you want to introduce yourself and share a little bit about your history with the business?
Sure. So I have been married to that man in the green shirt, Brandon, for over 10 years now. He's in the Marine Corps, and I joined Team Beachbody when both of those boys in the basket were under the age of 2. So I had 2 under 2, and I was finishing college, and Brandon was doing this crazy job where he was gone like 80 hours a week. And I really only said yes to coaching because I knew as a military spouse I could get a coach account for free. And I loved Shakeology. I loved the idea of a discount. I loved my friend Tracy who invited me. So I said yes, but I told her I wasn't going to do anything with the business because I was too busy. Fast forward 6 years, I've been doing this almost 6 years now, and we've been able to do all kinds of stuff from paying off cars early. My student loan debt is gone, taken lots of family vacations, and I actually, by year 3 of my business, matched my husband's base salary, which took him over 15 years to get to for the Marine Corps. So this little bitty business that I thought I was too busy for turned into like a massive blessing for our whole family. And now I can't imagine doing anything different.
And I got started, it'll be 3 years ago in April, when my daughter was about 1 and my son was 3, and I had just come out of a really hard season in our marriage. We had gone through rock bottom, separation, like this horrible grieving stage for me, and I thought I had lost like my whole identity. I also was struggling to get my body back after baby number 2, which is completely different than baby number 1. And I saw all these people getting fantastic results at home with these Beachbody programs. And it frustrated me because I hated at-home workouts. I was like, no one can get in good shape at home. But after seeing person after person not only get in good shape, but build income that way, I was like, okay, I have to look into this. I had been trying to be like a beauty blogger, wasn't really making any money on that. And I already had friends that would ask me about fitness and health tips because I was a big, like, healthy, holistic person. Really into all of that, especially the nutrition side. So I was like, shoot, if I already have people asking me about it, I should at least try to get paid for it. So I decided to look into the coaching opportunity and Beachbody. And once I attended one of these sneak peeks just like this and got my questions answered, I figured, well, the worst thing that can happen is I will buy some stuff and get in awesome shape myself, and maybe the business doesn't work for me. But I definitely want to try to get in shape, and if I hate all of it, I'll return it after 30 days. And I jumped in and then started inviting people to do it with me because I was really excited. And 2 girls jumped in with me. So I made $100 in the first couple weeks. And in the first 21 days, started to see abs. I lost 5 pounds. I wasn't even trying to lose weight at that point. I just wanted to tone up. And I was super excited. I felt better than I ever had. My energy was back, and I just felt more purposeful and alive. Like I was remembering who I was after having that kind of disappear in this whole like marriage thing that we had gone through and raising kids. So I have not looked back, and in that time, mine has not matched my husband's salary. I will put that out there. But I've been able to pay for extra things with my kids, help buy like a fun bed for my daughter from Pottery Barn that I wanted, hair extensions because I'm still into the beauty stuff, fun shopping trips and things like that. So And I'm taking my kids on the cruise this year, and they tell everyone about it. They're super excited. And Peter tells everyone I'm the sugar mama taking them on a trip. So that's my story. We're going to share a little bit about some of our teammates / new coaches that we've brought on to show you guys a little bit about how they've gotten started and what it's done for them. So this is my new coach, Jen. She joined me in September of 2018, so only 5 months ago. She's a mom of 7 kids, lives in Montana. She had a couple of businesses already when she got started, and she's lost 46 pounds, which is crazy to me because she's been killing it, and she's made a pretty awesome income diving right into the business from the get-go. She's currently on her 3rd program. She's lost over 30 inches. She's been able to cover groceries, her product every month. She's been able to start getting her hair done. She told me before that she would do her hair at home in a box, and now she pays to go get her hair done. Kids' clothes for her hubby's birthday gift. Oh, and she's coming to Summit because Rachel Hollis will be there. Who doesn't want to see Rachel Hollis? But I love watching her come alive because she talks about how it's helped her become more confident as a person and a mother and a wife. It's been a lifeline to her, and she keeps saying over and over again how she never wants to go back to who she was before, and that's super cool to see. I'll let Ashley do this one.
Yeah, this is my new coach, Sarah. She started in November, so just a couple of months ago as of the time of this recording. She's also a military spouse, but I met her, we were both teaching for the same private school. I was teaching PE and she was teaching kindergarten. If you can see that funny little cord on the picture on the right, she also has an insulin pump. She's a mom who's thriving with type 1 diabetes, and she said that she's not felt better or had her sugar under better control than now that she's made fitness, and she credits a ton of that to Shakeology, part of her lifestyle. But she's down 46 pounds to date, which is huge. And no, that's Jen. I didn't change the bottom. Sorry. I was like, that's not right because I can do math. Sarah told me she started at 185 pounds post-pregnancy, and she just hit 169. So she was super stoked yesterday to be in a brand new weight bracket below the 170s. And she also earned $400 in January. So this is January 31st. That means this month she earned, that's groceries for a lot of families in just her, second full month of coaching. So I'm really proud of her. Clearly I didn't edit the bottom. Oh, and this is Dina. She is also a military spouse, although that's not a requirement on my team. I think I just know a lot of spouses. She just finished a program called 80-Day Obsession, and in the same year, she lost her grandfather who practically raised her, and she lost her little sister to suicide. And she left her job as an IT consultant and had to move across the country to follow her husband's career. So she was in a really dark place. And when we met and she started coaching, she said that the fitness programs as well as the team kind of brought the light back into her life and brought her out of a dark hole. She's lost 15 pounds and 21 inches. And she joined just in November. So it hasn't been that long, and she's had some massive success in a short amount of time. So she's a lot of fun.
And this is my new coach, Melissa. She's super fun. She found me on Instagram. We connected, and she, again, was coming out of a dark place too, where she had actually been into Beachbody before and done programs and lost a bunch of weight. And then she went through a really hard season with her dad dying as well and going through a grieving stage and kind of lost herself. So she found me and she dove right back in. And I love what she says about feeling like a fire has been lit by helping other women find their inner strength and outer confidence. And it brings her so much joy, and she gets paid to do something she loves. And that's been, we all have been able to watch that happen with her because she's been working a job that she'll text me and be like, I just don't even want to be at this job anymore. All I want to do is coach because, man, it makes me feel alive. She got a plane ticket and a ticket to attend the conference because she's excited to hear Rachel Hollis speak. She's only 1 month in, and she's already been making back an income as well. She's helped 5 people get started this month. And she's been spending her money on self-care and connecting with other women, which I love.
Yeah.
So these
She's
are
super smart too. I love hearing from her. She's just fun.
Yes. These are some common questions people usually have when they are interested in the business. So we're going to go through these pretty quickly. So Ashley, do I have to be a salesperson? I don't.
Yeah. So do I have to be a salesperson? No, we don't want you to be a salesperson. We want you to be you, and kind of just think of it as you're always sharing your story and inviting other people to come along your journey. So Joy talks a lot about her marriage and date nights and recovery, and just how they made, this beautiful marriage out of what was broken. And she talks about her kids, and she talks about living in Colorado. And I share about being a boy mom and a military spouse and the crazy things my children do. We're not constantly cramming links down our friends' throats because we don't like when that happens to us. What we do is we share our life and we share what's working for us, like every woman. I mean, I've not met a friend who doesn't at some point in our relationship talk about something she loves, whether it's a restaurant or a pair of shoes. And then we invite people to come along. It's like inviting a friend to the gym. It's not a big deal, and it's definitely not being a salesperson. Joy, would you add anything to that?
I think of it as being a connector. Like that's just what we do as women. We connect people to other things that are working for us. So if I'm going to share an awesome beauty product that I love on Instagram, great. And if someone's going to message me about my shirt and we start talking and they also comment on like how I look after 2 kids, I'm going to say, have you ever considered joining me? Does that sound like a sale? No, that sounds like 2 friends having a conversation and just throwing it out there. Hey, have you ever considered joining me? You could do these programs too. That's it. Like it's so simple when you think of it as I'm connecting people to things that I love all the time anyways. Let's just add one more thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll need a ton of free time. This is one that I love to answer because, okay, time. We all have the same amount of time, right? And there's 24 hours in a day. And so really none of us has an excuse when it comes to time. But it does have to be a priority, is what I tell people. It's not that you don't have the time. It would have to be a priority. We can all prioritize our own health, our own workouts. We can all prioritize having time to watch Netflix. We can all prioritize time to chill out and scroll social media. So you would have to be able to prioritize time to work on a business because it is a legit business and would require some time. However, because it's online, because it's working for yourself, and because it's pretty simple, there's only about 4 or 5 things you need to do a day to work this business, you can break those up to fit into your day, to fit into your schedule as needed. So if you want to wake up in the morning, do your workout, check in to the studio, great. That's how I did it in the morning when I first started. And then I would maybe throw a post up on social media. Then I would have breakfast with my kids and go about my morning or whatever. And then we would have lunch. I would put them down for naps and I would sit down and say, now I'm going to connect. I'm going to make friends because we're in a people business. So I'm going to make friends. I'm going to share some fun things that I love. And I might even have conversations where I say, have you ever considered joining me, and inviting other people, right? And then I'm going to follow up with other people that are either already joining me or going to join me. And I would just bang it out, get it done while my kids were napping. Then they would get up from naps and I'd put my phone away, hang out with my kids, like make dinner, go about my day. So it's something that you can fit into your schedule. It does not have to be where you have to have solid hours of work time, but it would have to be something that you would commit to putting the time in. It's not just going to happen for you. Nothing in your life just happens without intentionality.
Yeah, I just actually did a post about this today because women say all the time, I don't have time, or my kids have too many activities. And I did feel the same in the beginning. I was trying to finish college and keep 2 young kids alive. But I realized that if I wanted to create a life I envisioned for my family, I had to learn how to say no to some things that were taking my time but not serving us. So volunteering at church, I mean, I didn't have to be giving those hours, and I did cut them out. Even things like watching The Bachelor. If you have time to watch any TV series, you have time to work this business, is what I tell people. So it isn't, yeah, it isn't about having the free time. It's just creating time for what matters, like Joy said. Do I have to have a garage full of inventory or invest a ton of money? The answer to that is no. As coaches, we aren't required to purchase any minimum amount of product or sell a minimum amount of product. I don't store anything in my house. If a client orders something from me, it's shipped directly from our company, which is great because I don't have to handle things like going to the post office or investing my own money into all this product that I have to now sell to someone else. So it's not a huge investment. In fact, to get started as a coach, you're just purchasing your own workouts and your own nutrition. So what's cool about that is right now, most coaches join with a challenge pack, which is complete access to our digital workout studio, which we're going to show you what that looks like. And they also get a month of meals. Usually it's Shakeology, but you can get the performance line if you've seen us talk about Mom Crack or Recover. And that's $160. But what I just told a girl the other day is that $160 investment for me has now paid us back 1,000 times. Like we're over, my earnings have exceeded 1,000 times my investment, which is pretty huge when you consider being able to multiply your money. And the overhead on starting your own business, like a coffee shop or a boutique, would actually be thousands of dollars. So it's not a huge investment. You don't have to house any product. Go ahead.
Oh, I love that there's no risk because you're not buying all this product that then it's like, oh crap, you're stuck with if you don't sell. There's literally no risk because the only thing you're buying is your own stuff. And so you get to decide if you use that stuff or not. And even then, you still have 30 days to return it and get a full refund. You can even send an empty bag of Shakeology back and get a full refund. So there's zero risk.
Zero. Totally zero. I don't want to join one of those pyramid schemes. Me either.
Well, Ashley, I would ask you, what do you think a pyramid scheme is?
So what I thought, and the top two answers I usually hear are one of those things where you have to purchase a ton of inventory and then sell them to all your friends and family, or one of those things where you get paid on convincing people to join you, and you somehow get a cut of their purchases.
So no and no, because we already talked about how you don't have to buy any inventory and store it. And then what's awesome about working for Beachbody or having a Beachbody business is that we don't make anything off of coaches. When coaches sign up with us, we make a commission off of their first purchase. And then anything after that, we don't make anything off of. If they sell challenge packs to their clients, we don't make any of their commissions. So we don't make a thing off of signing up coaches. We have no incentive to sign up coaches. We only get something out of it if our coaches are actually successful. So if our coaches are successful, if they're helping people get started, if they're selling challenge packs and having clients join them, Beachbody looks at us and says, hey, you must be training your coaches and doing a good job as a leader. So here's a leadership bonus. That's it. We don't get a thing off of our coaches. So it's not that we're taking any of their commissions or any of their pay or anything like that. On the flip side, the way that it's set up to make income with Beachbody is that we build our teams together on a certain leg. So for example, if I'm bringing on a new coach and they sign up with me, and then I bring on a couple more new coaches and they go under that new coach that I just signed up, they will contribute their volume towards that coach's leadership bonus. AKA, if they're successful bringing people on, any coach that's below that's successful, that leadership bonus will also be handed to the coach that's above them. So that's pretty cool because we help our coaches build and be successful.
Yeah. And again, like Joy said, that leadership bonus is not taken from the team. It's just given from corporate. Because I do know there are other industries out there where coaches have to somehow like earn their way to full commission. And with Beachbody, everyone starts out with 25% commission. It stays that way. So your full commission is immediate. And your sponsor, like just because Joy or I sponsor you, doesn't mean we get any take of that commission. That leadership bonus comes completely separately. But Joy, isn't it something like where the people at the top make all the money?
Oh, that's your definition of a pyramid scheme now.
Yeah.
So how about your husband? How about Brandon? Does he ever have a chance of like making what his boss makes?
No, no.
Like, I mean, there's no owner, I guess, in the military. So we would have to use someone that works for someone who owns the company. And they can't ever make what the owner makes, right? They can't ever take the owner's position. So are they in a pyramid scheme? Because that's what I would think is a little more pyramid scheme like than our situation where everyone gets to be a CEO. Everyone gets to build to whatever amount of income they want to make. And at any point in time, you can surpass your mentor in rank or in commissions or whatever. It's literally everyone on a playing field, all being the owner of the company. So I love that because I mean, I think corporate America is more pyramid scheme than anything because there is no taking the owner's position. But also, people that work in corporate America don't get any kind of a leadership bonus, right? If you're like the employee, you're not a manager, you're not getting a bonus if you go help somebody else out at your job. Whereas here we do. And we still get to be the owner. So it's like we get the double blessing.
Yeah. Like if you think about someone who works at a Nike outlet store, like they never get to be the CEO of Nike. At least the odds of that happening are ridiculously low. Where in Beachbody, our top rank is a 15-star diamond, and there can be as many of those as people who want to shoot for that goal. Yeah. So if you watch this video today and it's January 31st, there's nothing that says, since I've been doing this longer, you can't outrank me and out-earn me in 6 months, which you'll never see in the corporate world ever. Right. Okay, so what if I'm not at my ideal weight or I'm not a fitness professional? Then what?
I wasn't. I had 0 results when I got started. 0. And I had people join me from the get-go. Why? Because I didn't look at myself and say, you should join me because of me. I looked at it and said, you should join because of Beachbody. Like, I didn't use myself as the example. I just said, hey, I'm super excited. I want to get in shape. You should do this with me. Like I would ask a friend to go do a class at a gym, right? When you ask a friend to do a class at the gym, they don't look at you and say, I don't know, you're not in shape. Like they're typically like, sure, yeah, let's go get in shape. So that's how you do it at the beginning.
They don't expect you to teach the class either.
Nope. So that's exactly how you position it from the get-go. And that's why you can be successful from the get-go in this business. And I love that. Also, we just talked about this the other day that people want to watch the journey. They don't want to just see someone show up with a transformation. It's way more inspiring and they're more likely to join you if they get to see your day one and then they get to see you keep going and keep going and keep going and you're transforming time after time after time passes by. That's when they want to join you. It's not like, oh, hi, I'm going to go do this thing. And then you disappear off social media for 80 days and come back and you're like, ta-da, because everyone would be like, did you just go get laparoscopic surgery? No. Like they would have no idea, right? But when you're there showing up every day, showing them what you're doing, they're like, okay, yeah, I want to join because if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, Jen, who you saw at the beginning of the video with 7 kids, she just shared with the team that a lot of people have reached out to her just this week because they've noticed her showing up every day for herself. So they say, you know, obviously this works. It's working for you. I'm ready. And she wouldn't have that same success if she was just in hiding, waiting to show her before and afters. But from a fitness professional side, if you are a studio owner or you are a personal trainer, the reason this makes a ton of sense is because it allows you to work outside of your zip code. You don't just have to bring people into your gym or where you can drive to. You can work with people across the country, in the United Kingdom and Canada even, and you can bring your love of fitness and fuse it with a business that also has solid programs developed by celebrity trainers, meal plans developed by registered dietitians, and you still get to be the coach or the cheerleader with expertise in the fitness world, but you get to expand what you're doing outside of a brick and mortar building, which is really exciting. And we have a lot of Fit Pros on our team. In fact, our founder of our larger team owns 2 gyms in Michigan. So it's definitely a place for people who are not fitness professionals, and it makes a lot of sense for people who are, for sure.
All right. How do coaches earn money? This is also a fun one because we have a few ways. It's not just one. So like Ashley said, when you first start, you make 25% of any sales off any customers. Doesn't matter what they buy, it's 25%, which is super cool. You don't have to earn your way up to that. And from day one, if you sell anything, you get 25% in your bank account. So that's awesome. And then, as we talked about, when you grow a team and they are successful, you can get your leadership bonus. And the best part about that is, obviously, the larger team you grow, or the more successful your coaches are, the more of a leadership bonus you'll get. And that has the potential to, out earn all of your sales, right? And then that is the beauty of residual income, because you're getting this not for hours that you showed up and work necessarily, but more the value that you bring to your coaches and your team, which I love, because I don't want to just show up and know that I'm going to get so much an hour. I don't want to show up and know like I have to put in all these hours to get these sales. I want to know, hey, I put in some hard work and I really helped grow some awesome leaders. Now that's going to pay me even when I'm on vacation or traveling or whatever I want to do, because I helped grow women to be these awesome leaders in our world. What else would you say, Ashley?
Well, I would say that, Joy and I are at a place in our business where, of course, we're working with new clients and we're sharing our journey, and we have wellness studios. But like she said, we can also take a trip, and because we spend a lot of our time now pouring into our team and mentoring other women, whether or not we make a sale in a week doesn't dictate if we get paid. So I can almost predict my earnings off of those leadership bonuses within $100. I can predict it just because I've gotten good at mentoring other women, and it's fun helping them grow. And that means I'm not always attached to just commission. And you do want to have residual income so that you can go on a trip or take your kids on a cruise. Are we even going to have Wi-Fi on the cruise? I don't know. We're going on the same trip. So those 4 days we might be unplugged, and we're still going to wake up Thursday morning to a paycheck.
And then also, as you grow your team and you're hitting certain ranks, you get to open multiple business centers in your own name, where you can also grow another team and get more leadership bonus. So it's not just like one business, it can turn into potentially multiple that are all making you residual income with leadership bonuses. And then if you're a certain leader rank, you're getting a quarterly bonus on top of that. So like, it's kind of mind blowing, all the potential there is to make tons of money. Our founder, Trina, she makes like thousands and thousands of dollars just in quarterly bonuses, not even like her regular income. That's always inspiring to see.
Yeah. And again, those are just, here, you're doing a great job, so here's a chunk of money.
Yeah.
Doesn't take anything from the team. Joy just mentioned Trina. She did found our larger team. And what's exciting about working with us is it's a 7-time elite team, just meaning that top 2% of the company. When corporate wanted to develop a training program or a mentorship program for coaches, they saw what our team was doing, and they saw what Trina had developed, and they went to her to help develop this program for everyone else, just because of how successful she was helping coaches become. So when you sign up to be a coach, it's not like, okay, here's your business, go off and figure it out. We put new coaches into a mentorship program or new coach training every month. It gives step-by-step lessons, bite-sized lessons, so that you can just do one a day and feel good on accomplishing something in your business. And that's really where I learned how to do everything. And in that training, is also where I saw the potential of the business. So like I said, I started just wanting the discount. My friend Tracy said, will you just try this training? I was like, sure. And then when I did the training, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a gold mine. Why am I not spending more time on this? So I learned everything I needed to know. I stayed dedicated to the training, and it's all free. Like, the training is free, the mentorship's free. You're just investing in yourself, and with a little bit of time, you can grow a solid business that creates a ton of freedom and just honestly fun. Like, we've been able to have a lot of fun that military income could not provide on its own.
Did you want me to share show our wellness studios now?
Yeah. So we'll show you, in case you are not a challenger, we'll show you kind of how we do our wellness studios on Facebook. We also have them on Instagram for people who aren't Facebook users.
Okay, so this is mine. Sorry, this is here. This is my studio. It's not super fancy. Right now we're doing transfer.
I don't think you're screen sharing.
Oh, of course.
I am Joy's Wellness Studio.
Yes. Now, can you see my wellness studio? We are doing Form 20. It's super easy. It's right on Facebook. It's an awesome group. We have a bunch of people in here, and we do posts that are relevant, obviously, to what we're doing, and people will check in or comment, but then literally people are just posting in here their workout, when they do their shake, what program they're doing. Not everybody is doing the same thing, but it's fun because, I mean, it's a fun, supportive community. It's a great place to get to know each other. We celebrate each other, all of that. So we even have a picture album in here of like people's weight loss transformations and everything too. I don't think a whole bunch of people are adding it yet, but we have that started. So there's some transformation photos. We have help to find the right product, all of that. So basically what I tell my coaches is all that they have to do is, instead of starting their own and feeling like really intimidated about that, all they do is join mine. And when they have clients join them, they just add them in. It's really easy. It's really fun. It's not hard. So don't be intimidated by that. We both have a Facebook one that we offer to our downline, and then we have an Instagram one that we're kind of playing around with at this point. But I think we prefer the Facebook ones because there's just more interaction. And then we're going to talk a little bit about where we're going this year. I know that we're both shooting for really big goals because at this point in time, we're both really passionate about helping other women who are serious and growing a legit business that's making several $1,000s a month at home. So I tell everyone when I'm talking to them about the business that I'm looking to help 15, at least this year, 15 women start growing their own team and be making between $2,000 and $5,000 a month at home. I mean, maybe more, but at least that. So we're both planning big things for our teams as they hit those goals, and as we have women that are hitting those goals, because we do have a really special team. We have a really special team culture. We have a thread that everybody is in and talking all day. Sometimes we have to turn it off. It gets a little overwhelming, but literally we're chatting all day. We have our team calls Monday nights that are fun, and we do provide training, but they're really fun. And we feel like a family. Everyone just feels like we're kind of having girl time. So I've offered to my team, and I think Ashley's in on this, we'll see, that when we hit a certain level, we're going to be taking everyone to my Airbnb out here in Colorado, which is beautiful, this summer, and treating them to like a photo shoot with someone to come do their makeup. And we're going to have like girls' night out and make it really fun, make it a really fun weekend. And then we've talked about when we get beyond that and we each have like 15 women that are serious and running hard with the business, we're going to rent a beach house in Florida and go live it up for a while, because there's a coach that has a really beautiful beach house there. It's like all restoration hardware stuff and Pottery Barn, and it's beautiful. I can show you my Airbnb, which is not all restoration hardware and Pottery Barn, but I think it's beautiful. So I will pull it up and give you guys just a really quick look, because I just showed my team yesterday, and I was also asking for suggestions of things to do that would be fun. But this is my place, and it sleeps like 12 people. I mean, we'll cram in there if we have to, but we're just going to chill out, do girls things, and go to yummy food and all.
We work really smart in short amounts of time. Like I probably spend 3 to 4 hours a day on my business at this point, this much time in, but we play really hard too and have a lot of fun. And that's kind of what we want you to see. Joy and I have taken multiple trips together. We've gone places like Mexico, and we're going to the Dominican next year. We're about to go on a cruise. We traveled to Summit. So, I mean, if you want to do something that's just having a ton of fun with friends and doing work that doesn't feel like work, it just feels like being a good friend to people and celebrating wellness and living your best life, like this is it. I can't really imagine doing anything else, even though I have a degree I don't think I'll ever use, because this is literally the income potential. There's no roof on it. And now that I've done a job that's so rewarding and fun, I couldn't imagine like enslaving myself to work I don't love.
Or to working for someone else. Like
Right.
I work for someone else at this point. It's something that has not gotten old ever. Like I get up every day wanting to run hard again. And especially this year, like I finally got some childcare help and I'm like being more of a serious business owner. And I feel like every day I wake up just like so excited to run hard and do as much as I can. And then every night I go to bed going, man, I did awesome today. And it's like the best feeling because you know you did it for yourself. It's not for anybody else. And I'm building something that's strictly mine and my family's. And I love that. So
Definitely.
if you have any other questions, I would say reach out to your coach. Otherwise, we're super excited to have you join the team. So be sure to message whoever invited you to watch this, tell them you're done and you're ready to go. We'll see you in the team page.